If you have watched my latest video, you know that I have acquired a few extra substrates. And today we're going to use our first one with Fluval Stratum. Now, I've purchased a couple of plants from some plant stores that actually use Fluval Stratum as their substrate, especially in that propagation stage. I have not used it long term, but that's what I'm looking to do today with this Hoya Polyneura. Now, if this is your first time watching my videos, I really appreciate you being here. Hopefully you get the chance to click the subscribe button down below. Hopefully there are plenty of videos on my channel that you enjoy. So go back after this video and check out some of those other options. Now let's get propagating. Now I haven't had this Polyneura long, but I am feeling like I'm ready to propagate it. There's some yellowing going on. And due to this yellowing, I'm getting concerned that I may be losing this plant. So in efforts to save it, I'm going to chop it up and see what I can do to maybe have a couple options that will eventually grow into a lush big pot once I put them all together. Now, today we are using Fluval Stratum. This is, again, my first time using it. But I am excited. I like that this substrate actually can create some structure in whatever vessel you use. I'm going to be using some plastic. Oh, making a mess. I'm going to be using some plastic cups today. So join me as we go from start to finish in this process. So we're going to do a couple things to get us started. Step one, I'm just going to go ahead and empty this bad boy out. I picked up a couple of containers to hold some of the extra substrate in that I've ordered. So we're going to go ahead and dump this all in. Now, I've never seen anybody do this, but hopefully this helps me stay clean and organized. I really feel that if I don't dump it out and I leave it in the bag, I'm going to end up knocking the bag over eventually. So go ahead and get rid of it. Now we've got our substrate ready to go. Just going to throw a cup in there so we are ready to use it. Next, we are going to work out our cup system. So this is the only plant that we're propagating today. I'm probably going to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I leave anything? I should leave some. So let's cut 1, 2, 3. Let's cut 3 nodes out of that. So I really only need 3 cups and 3 base cups. All right, in our top cups, I'm cutting slits at the bottom. This is so that we can have drainage. Now that our cups are ready, let's go ahead and cut our plant. Now, here are my shears. I'm going to take some alcohol and just sterilize this. I'm going to hold on to this paper towel because I'm actually going to use it as a little plate here. And our first one we're going to cut right here. That's one. We're going to keep this one. Maybe we'll have some growth from that. The next one is very short. 2. And then this only has 1 leaf, but we're going to pray for the best. 3. And there we go. We lost one. Luckily, it's just a leaf, not a whole stem, but We're going to hope and pray that that continues growing. And if it doesn't, we're buying a new one. So I am just going to throw on some gloves for our next couple of steps. All right, I've also got some clips here. These are going to help keep the plants down in the substrate. And we're going to fill her up. And I'm filling up just over about halfway. One, I don't want to lose too much product. Two, I'm going to just have to shove these down in there. I probably could have gotten smaller cups, but to be honest, I'm doing a couple of videos over the next couple of days, and I just need to go ahead and work on these projects so I don't lose these plants. I've got some rooting hormone here. I'm going to take our 2-leaf node, dip in the basin a little bit of water, and that's just so this rooting hormone can stick a lot better. Forcing it down, taking a pen, and making sure it's in there fairly good. Now again, this has a base cup, no holes in it. This has slits at the bottom. So once I put water in here, it can actually drain into this cup. Additionally, if it's too much water, I can let it drain, dump it out, and then close it back up, and I'm not making a mess all over everything. We're just going to continue repeating this process. This one's going to be a bit tricky. And our last one. So here we are with our 3 propagations. I'm just going to take the water that we were using to dip the stems in, and we're just going to add some to it. I'm going up currently about 1/3 of the way to the amount of soil that I have. And at first, we're just going to let these sit. I do want to check that we're dripping at least a little bit. I might have to cut a little larger slits into these. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of drippage. One thing I am noticing about the Fluval Stratum, it is very good at wicking up the water. I'm just tipping it to the side to see, and there's no excess water really like jumping out of the soil. It is sitting right at the base of it, which means that the substrate's just really soaking it up. I can see why people really enjoy using this as a substrate for propagating, so that they can have something that is moist all around and not just at the base or in one spot. I think I'm going to really enjoy using this substrate, And I'm excited to see if I can continue growing this outer variegated Polyneura. I have a couple of other Polyneuras that I'm probably going to propagate soon. They're one of my favorites out of the Hoya genus. So I really want to have longevity with them and multiple cuttings of them so I can make bigger and bigger pots. Real quick, this is Aaron from the future, and I just wanted to show you the growth, I guess, more root growth than anything on the Hoya Polyneura that we potted up. So these are all propagations that I took. I took 3 of them. And here in this first cup, we've got a little spot there. Hope you can see that. But that is some great root growth taking place. This is cup 2, and we've got some root growth here that we're seeing. Now the leaves don't look too well on this one, but I'm hoping that the roots will produce some great new leaves that will come out, and that way we can get rid of the bad looking one. I'm not seeing a stem on this, but the root growth is what I'm really looking for. And lastly, the best one is going to be this one here, coming around the cup and more on the back side here. I love seeing this. It gives me great hope for these plants, or for these cuttings, to grow into full plants. All right, back to the video. Well, that's it for this video. I really appreciate you joining me and hanging in as we did this quick and easy propagation. Hopefully I have more to come of different types of substrate that we'll be using. I think I want a tripod next. That might be a longer video. I'm gonna have to learn really what I need for pond. Not only for propagation, but I might put some plants into pond, which means that we're gonna have to go the whole hydro route. And I need to learn more about that. So I'm gonna find a home for these with some high light so that I can get some production out of their growth, and cross my fingers for the best. Until the next video, I'll chat soon. Let me know down in the comments if you have used Fluval Stratum, and let me know if you are enjoying it.